Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to a brand new channel on model railroading. And so I'd like to give you a little back history of how this all came about. I'm a builder by trade, and interestingly, I build garages, but not typically this kind. So last winter, when things were really slow, didn't have anything to do, and I have another YouTube channel, Ken's Carpentry. You're welcome to check that out. That does garage. I do DIY garages and so on. So in this winter, I had the idea, well, why not build a scale model of a garage? So this is a 1/16 scale. Has the doors go up and down. Pretty cool. But it gave me the idea, what else could what could I do that I love to do? I love building, and somebody, I think it was my brother, maybe mentioned his railroad set in his basement, and I thought, wow, that'd be cool. That would be really cool. So I started researching model railroading. I was familiar with it from when I was a kid, when you have that one train set that goes around the Christmas tree. So I started putting together a kind of a plan, a thought, trying to figure out what are the steps to do in getting to the point of having a model railroading layout. So I looked at the different sizes that they have. For me, it seemed like HO style was the kind that would work best. So I was going to start with what seems to be a really typical size 4x8 layout, and on my other channel, I mentioned that I might be having a new hobby, and so there are a lot of you folks that subscribe to my other channel that are model railroaders and full life size railroad watchers. I don't know what you call them exactly. Fans, maybe. So they had lots of helpful suggestions on what to do. So this channel is going to be a learning channel. Probably more from me than you folks. I think a lot of you already have done it, and you know the intricacies of model railroading. So someone suggested, don't do a 4x8, do a 5x10, and then so I did increase the size a little bit. I actually am going to make one 5x12. So I think we ought to go back, or go back. We're going to go on site where I'm renovating it's the freight house in Lyndonville, Vermont, redoing the siding on one side. It used to be the freight house for the train station. And the tracks are still there right next to it. And so I'm going to go there, because all my equipment's over there right now, and start cutting the parts for the framing table. I'm going to cut the legs. Also going to make casters that will go under the legs. So in my shop here, I can wheel it around. If we're working in here, I can move it off to the side, and it should be fun. I am so excited. So let's go on site. How ironic is this? I'm at railroad tracks. There's a train depot over there. We're working on the freight house. I'm going to make casters for the HO layout frame, so that in the shop I can just wheel it around and work around all four sides of it. So the tables, the legs will be 3.5. They'll be a 2x4, so 3.5 by 1.5 inches. So I'm going to make the caster like a boot that goes over each one. So they'll be 3 5/8 wide by 1 5/8 inches. So 1 5/8 inches plus 1.5 inches. 3 1/8, I reckon. I'm going to make 4 of these because it should be, I believe, 4 legs on the layout table. So I've made a mark only going to make them like 3 inches high, so the 2x4 will sit into a pocket. That's enough so that it won't fall out. So I have 8 of the 2 sizes. These will make the sides, and now I'll make a base to screw on the bottom. And then a wheel that will go on the base. I don't have any 2x4s here to do a demonstration, but you can see I'll screw that together like that, and then a 2x4 will fit right in there. So I can slip it right up under the leg. There'll be a wheel or a caster on the bottom, and then we can wheel it around the shop. So I'm cutting all the pieces here for the layout table. I try to use my material wisely. I'm a builder. We're actually renovating this building behind you. It's just so funny. We're right next to a train station. So out of this, I'm cutting some 4'9" and some 34 or 5-inch pieces, and there's none left over, or very little. So there's no waste. Oh, there's a train coming. Yeah. You can feel the ground shake. Pretty cool. So I have all the parts cut. I'm going to take it back to the shop, and we'll actually work on it, putting the table together there. Very noisy. So I did order a train set. I have that coming, and it matches that locomotive. Kind of excited about that. Okay, so we'll be back at the shop and put the rest of that together. Well, the weather has turned. It's a little bit rainy. We're going to go inside and we're going to paint all of those pieces, let them dry, and then we'll put it together. I watched a video on someone doing model railroading that painted all of the framework first, and that was really a good idea. It's so much easier to get things done, painted ahead of time, and then put it together rather than trying to fit everything in. So let's go inside. Come on in. Let's do this. So I painted one side of those blocks. Now we'll let them dry. So now we're going to paint. You'll see that I painted like 2 edges and one side. So hopefully I don't get paint all over me. We'll be putting the collar ties or floor joists, whatever you want to call these, 16 inches on center. The length of the platform is going to be 10 feet. And the width, I was going to go 12 feet, but that's kind of big to start out. So I can always add on, I believe. So I mark 16 inches, hold back 3/4 of an inch. That way it centers the stud or joist or whatever we want to call this. This is so ahead of the game, having it all painted. You don't have to do it after the fact. Chad's helping me put the table together. We're going to use this OSB. Some I had left over. All of this stuff is leftover materials that I've had. So it's a pretty good start to not spending much money. Okay. Oh, nice. Woohoo! Choo choo! Let's put the legs on. I think we'll have to do both at the same time, probably. Does it work? Yeah, okay. Alteration number 1, we're going to take 6 inches off the legs. I don't know how I get that, but I did. Wow, has been an adventure just to this point. This has been a part I've been waiting to do for probably a month, just to get the table operational. With it on wheels, we can move it around. It can go, if we're working in here, we can just shove it to the back. Moves pretty easily. So, hey, we got a train. It came in the mail yesterday. Come on up closer. You folks that have been in this business for a long time, probably just seeing the box can say, oh, that's what that is, you know, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm not all that super familiar. This looked like the best starter set for me. I think it was $165 or something like that. The Rail Chief comes with some accessories, little figures and stuff. Should be a good jump start to getting the thing going. So I have that. We ordered, being me, some Easy Track items, clips, Easy Track itself. Oh, no, this is the cork. The track, I hadn't even opened this yet. The track hasn't come yet. I haven't even seen this. So just to say this right outright, if you have any pointers, I will gladly listen to anything you've got to say. I would appreciate the input because it's all new to me. I'm probably going to make a ton of mistakes, but so that's the track. I've seen it on a lot of videos, so it's moldable. I'm going to paint the whole tabletop black as a starting point, and then I know a lot of people put down foam insulation. Still thinking about that. I think I will. I have that. So really, I don't have a lot of money into it for what I'll have. Hey, thanks for watching. I really hope you'll continue to watch my videos. Hey, if you're not a subscriber, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe, hit the like button, and please leave a comment, because I want to, I'm not a very instructional person beyond this point. Framing is what I do for a living. Beyond that, it's all new to me, and I'm pretty excited to get doing this. All right. Thanks again for watching.